Hi there and welcome to your Math 055 class. I'm just going to walk you through the course. This will be your introduction, a little bit through Blackboard, XYZ, and your syllabus. So let's get started. If you scroll down into your announcements page, you should notice your XYZ homework link. You can click here to get to XYZ. You'll need your course ID. That will get you to the course that I set up for you. Of course, please note that this won't be available until August the 22nd. Now, no textbook is required. You can just get yourself any elementary algebra book, really, and just reference that book, whatever works for you. You will have access to the ebook, which comes with the course that I've designed for you. If you have any questions, you can, of course, email me. If you would like a Zoom session, you would need to email me. That's going to be our method of contact for the most part. I will have some open office Zoom sessions. This is just like I'll just be sitting on my computer on Wednesdays from 4 to 5 p.m. and you can just drop in at any time and ask any questions. There will be proctored exams in this course. UAA, Distance Education, handles all the proctoring for all of my exams. They have this system called RPN, which is Remote Proctoring Now, and they monitor that system. So if you have any problems with RPN, you will need to direct those questions to UAA Distance Ed. I've provided links and phone numbers for you to be able to access that. You can also opt to take your exams at a testing center. Once again, that's done through UAA Distance Ed, and I've provided links and emails for you. That would be this UAA testing team right down here. You can email them or call them to get information on that. And there's also this website that goes over the details in that as well. All right, so back to the course. The first thing that I'm going to want you to do is go to the Start Here section of Blackboard. This will give you a course overview. It will, once again, give you that same XYZ homework link and the ID number. It'll talk to you about technology that you'll need in the course. Please go through that. You will need to introduce yourself to the class on the discussion board. Proctored exams, there's that information once again so that you can find that. You'll see my email is rweaver10@alaska.edu, and that will be the email that you'll use to get in contact with me. To find your syllabus, you just click the syllabus button, and then you would click here, make a copy of it so that you know exactly what's expected of you. Once you've reviewed over the Start Here and the syllabus, and you have that printed out and ready there with you, go ahead and take the syllabus Start Here quiz by just clicking here. Contact instructor, here's my contact information. I've also provided my cell phone, so you can text is probably preferred if you go to use my cell phone. I don't always get calls, so I can respond with a text. And you could even text me to tell me that you sent me an email, and then I'll know to go look for that. Of course, I'm not available 24 hours a day. I do answer your emails usually within 24 hours, but give me 48 just in case I've got this life that I get to lead too. So, and we all do. So here's your discussion board. This is where you will introduce yourself to the class. Here's where our Zoom meetings are. You can use this for your XYZ homework. You can go here to get into XYZ, or you can just type XYZ homework in your URL at the top, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So let's look at the syllabus. All right, here's our syllabus and quite a few things on it. First, if you go onto campus, some information about that, more information about my email and how to contact me. Here's our course description. So you can review through that if you'd like. Another little snip about XYZ homework. In addition to that, your course ID and then those other textbooks. Once again, any textbook will do. You will need a graphing calculator, and I will show you how to use that graphing calculator. If you haven't used one before and you need some help with it, be sure and ask me for a Zoom session, and we can have a Zoom session just to go over the calculator. You will need a high-speed internet, of course, because this is an online course. And I am telling you once again, remote proctoring now, you'll need to download that and contact UAA Distance Ed if you have any questions about that. Class attendance, you're expected to listen to my video lectures that I have made for you. They're in XYZ. They're also in your Blackboard course, but I think you'll find them in XYZ will be more useful, but they're there too. You can use this message instructor link that is in XYZ if you need help with a particular problem, and I can go through and work a little bit of a skeleton solution for you if you need it. Zoom sessions, all you have to do is email me. Give me a few days and times that work for you, and I'll select the one that works best for me. So you do have required work, of course, in order to learn this content. You have homework, a syllabus quiz, and test assignments. Be sure and note the due date and make sure that you get everything done by that due date. I am very flexible with due dates, so we'll go over that in just a minute because I don't think I'm there yet. You'll need to allot a minimum of 12 hours a week. Now, I'm not saying that that's what you need. It says there a minimum of 12 hours a week on this material. And that's because you're doing this class online. You'll need to watch videos, and then, when you have questions about things, you'll have to go back and forth with me about those concepts that you might be having trouble with. There are 7 exams in this course. The first 6 are proctored. The last one is a take-home. And once again, more information about RPN and the contact information that you need in case you have trouble with RPN or if you need a testing site. Here's my late work policy. You're supposed to complete all of your assignments on time, but I understand that sometimes you might not know that something is going to take you a little bit longer than you had allotted for learning something or working with a particular concept. So I have no problem at all giving extensions. However, if you want an extension, what you will need to do is give me the specific section numbers, a maximum of 3 at a time. So that means don't say this homework or that homework or last week's or this week's, because sometimes I don't even, if you get it right on the cusp, I don't really know what homework that is. So just give me the specific section number so that we aren't confused. And then you tell me what due date that you would like for me to put into the computer for you. And then you can tell me, it says a little short explanation. It can just be, I ran out of time. That's a short explanation. Or it can be, my internet went out, or whatever it is. That way you think about it and I can think about it, and then we can, it just kind of helps us both to understand if you've had to ask for a few extensions, what's going on in your life. And it just allows me to kind of communicate with you. Here's the email that you'll need to send those late work requests to. And I'm really flexible. You can even do this with tests. So even if all you want to do is study a little bit longer for a test, no problem. Just say, I want an extra day to study, and I am happy to give you that extra day, because if you want to study a little more, I'm cool with that. We just have a lot of work to do, and so we want to make sure we get through with all of that content. So I have these kind of suggested due dates, if you will. So there's going to be 7 exams. They're worth about 60%, and your homework is worth about 35%. And then you have your syllabus quiz and your introduction also in there. So you want to do those because those are pretty easy points to get. So let's see, here are the different contact. You can read through that in your syllabus. The very last page, I wanted to get to that because that includes all of the due dates. And if you need to extend anything. Notice this is a lot of work, so I want to make sure that if you're asking for a lot of extensions, you understand that we have to cover 7 chapters in this class. So you don't want to keep extending and extending, because then it makes it so that you can't finish, and whatever you don't finish becomes zeros at the end of the course. So we don't want that to happen. All right, so let's go to XYZ. So once again, you can use my links, or you can just type XYZ homework in the URL. I have it saved on my thing here. I just click here whenever I want to go to. It's one of my favorites. So you can do that too if you want. So here we are. This is my class. You will notice here's the ebook. You just click on that. It'll link you to the ebook, and then you can go to whatever page you need to go to. It also has some little videos that you can watch them working problems on particular sections. That is extremely handy. Intro to XYZ will give you a little intro on how to enter your answers, because sometimes that's harder doing graphs. Sometimes that's a little difficult. Down below, you'll see all of the different chapters here, so you'll just expand them. If you click here, you will see my video that's on YouTube for, there we are. Ooh, so that was my video, and it'll just link you to my YouTube channel, and then you can watch the video that pertains to that section. You'll also see that I've included my PowerPoint whenever I went over that video, and you can just download that and then print that off for yourself. So in this case, in section 1.1, I made 2 videos for you, so you'll just go down through there. Then when you get to your Chapter 1 review, this is a review that is just over all of the sections. It'll just kind of combine a bunch of things. It is not necessarily a sample test. It is just a bunch of homework all mixed together. You can go through that. It is for practice only, not for credit. When you go to take your test, you can click on this and get to it, but it'll say it'll need a password. And that's because RPN will insert the password for you. So you have to go back into Blackboard and then into RPN. All the directions are there if you'll just read through those, and it'll tell you how to get into your exam from RPN. And then once the first test usually is a little chaotic, so don't stress over it. If you aren't able to take it on the exact time, we can just extend that due date, so it's not a big deal, okay? Because due dates are flexible in all my courses. All right, so I think that may be everything that just to get you started. If you have any questions or you want to talk to me about something, just send me an email. We can set up a Zoom and we can do just a little chatting if you'd like, or if you have any questions about what the class is going to be like, feel free to email me or just request a Zoom and I can open that up to the whole class. All right, it's great to have you in the class. The first week will be the toughest in getting to everything figured out. And you just let me know how I can help. All right, look forward to a great semester and let me know what I can do to help you. Bye now.